said in a 2018 article titled 40 Social Media Facts to Boost Your 2018 Social Presence, the average time spent using social media is 135 minutes per day. Hey, these people are on their phones during my speech. Social media is taking over people's lives. They cannot even stay off their phones for the 7 minutes it takes for me to present a speech. This speech pertains to the audience listening because most of us are teenagers. And in this generation, we are becoming so involved with social media. And as you've seen, they are even using it during my speech. Today, I'm going to tell you about the effects of social media and why it's becoming a problem, how I believe social media addiction can be improved, and finally, I will share real examples on how the problem of social media is causing many severe social effects. And I believe that these need to be resolved. What do you think social media is causing? An article titled Addicted to Social Media, Griffiths wrote in 2018 saying that back in 2011, Dr. Daria Kuss and he were the first academics to systematically review the excessive social media use. Although there were only a few studies at that time, but they did find that for a small amount of people, there was a significant effect on many aspects in their lives. These including real-life relationships, as well as their academic achievements. They argue that social media causes an addiction. This addiction is a huge rising concern among many social media users. Too many people on social media is not just a fun way to pass the time, but it has become an addiction. Even if a person says that they aren't addicted, it is very likely that they do have an obsession. According to Dr. Young in her 2017 article titled Social Media Addiction, she states that there are 5 key reasons that there is a social media addiction. The first thing being that you spend a lot of time thinking about social media or planning on how to use it, which leads to the second reason of feeling urged to be able to use it more and more. Thirdly, once you start to use social media on a more regular basis, you use it in order to forget about other personal problems. Once you reach this stage, you can experience withdrawal symptoms, such as being troubled or restless if you are unable to check social media. Finally, it can have a negative impact on your social relationships. Although there are only a few people who are generally addicted to social media, but it will most likely be seen increasing in the years to come. But since this is a habit, these symptoms will be affecting other things in our day-to-day lives, which can potentially endanger you or people surrounding you. One of the most dangerous things people have been doing recently is checking social media while they are driving. An act like this is so dangerous, which can potentially kill many people, and it needs to be stopped. This can also be seen if you're not driving, such as if you're crossing the street on your phone. You are not paying attention to your surroundings, which in turn could put you in a very dangerous position. Although there are many more things social media can affect that aren't life-threatening, but can affect the quality of your life, such as checking your phone while you're out with friends. By doing this, it can affect your quality of the interaction with people outside of social media. To accompany this, it has made people more unsocial than ever before. People today cannot go an hour without checking their phones. Therefore, they do not want to go out and socialize with other people. With this, people do not have to meet up with their friends or have a conversation to make plans. They can simply just send them a message or look up their location on their social media. I saw on the news one day that a kid was killed by a train because he was so tuned into the social media he was viewing that he did not even hear the train horn or the people yelling at him to move out of the way. Social media is wrecking how we interact with people and our quality of life. Therefore, someone needs to make changes to prevent society from turning into these social media obsessed zombies. It is near impossible to control someone and tell them to quit using social media before it harms their life, unless you educate them and change their mind on their own. To start the prevention of these situations, it is crucial that you understand the situation. Consequently, if you're unfamiliar of what social media can do to you, it is crucial that you understand and educate yourself on the effects of social media. For example, if you are a parent, talk to your children on what they do on social media and why they feel the need to use it so much. Even if you do not have children, you need to come up with a way to educate yourself, such as watching news stories about the effects of social media, or compare what social media has done to you. By learning these horrible and life-altering effects, Hopefully users are inclined to reduce their usage of social media. Though, if learning the effects of the social media does not incline you to reduce your social media usage, there's another great way to take away the distraction. Whether this is by turning off your notifications or by deleting your social media app in general. A step you can take is to set a time limit. Whether this is an easy solution of holding yourself accountable to get off the app when you reach your time limit, or having someone set a password to lock you out of certain apps if you're using them too long. According to the Apple Newsroom article titled iOS 12 introduces new features to reduce interruptions and manage screen time, in their new update, they announced new tools to help customers understand and take control of the time that they're using on their devices. In this update, Apple enhances the Do Not Disturb features, making this a more powerful tool in time management, as well as keeping people focused, for example, either while studying or at a family dinner. A new feature Apple created is the app limiting feature. In this, you can set a limit for certain apps. You can also block yourself from using any apps near bedtime or in downtime. By doing this, you can promote yourself to find other activities or be more productive during the downtime in your day. Although just improving how you use social media does not eliminate the social issue of social media. Just this year, my school made a new rule that you are only allowed to have your phone in between classes and at lunch. Once you enter the classroom, phones must be put away and out of sight. By doing this, my school has eliminated the distraction of social media, which better enables the students to have an enriched learning experience, along with better social interactions with their friends, although you still see students sneaking to be on their phones to check their social media. Actions like this from social media users is what causes these social issues. To help improve social interactions with social media, I urge you to put down your phone and enrich yourself and your surroundings. You also need to set your self-improvement goals on using social media. By doing this, you should learn when it is the right and wrong time to use social media, such as not to use it at the dinner table, but to use it when you are winding down for the day. Social media addiction is causing many severe social effects, and I believe they need to be resolved. Therefore, today I have told you about the social effects of social media and why it's becoming a problem, how I believe the social media addiction can be improved, and finally, I shared real examples on how the problem of social media is being helped. President Obama said, "Social media is a really powerful tool for people of common interest to convene and get to know each other and connect. But then it's important to get offline, meet in a pub, meet in a place of worship, meet in a neighborhood and get to know each other. So, go out, put the phone down, and become more social without using social media."